Last time on HWN Reacts, we saw Leo get swayed by the Shredder, Raph and Leo go head to head, Splinter's tragic backstory, the Turtles go up against the Foot's right hand get taken out, a new ally rear its head, and the Shredder make his debut. Sup nerds, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. That was the recap from our last video, The Shredder Strikes Part 1. It will be linked up here if you haven't seen it already, but that's it for that. Let's get into part 2, and let me tell you, this is a load of fun. As I said in the end of the last video, this is where the meat and potatoes is. This is where we get all our action. This is where we get the true Saturday morning cartoon feel. All the combat, all the fun and action you expect from a superhero Saturday morning cartoon. So sit back, relax, and enjoy like it's Saturday morning in the early 2000s. And let's get into it.
Nice outfit.
I mean, they're not wrong. It is a nice outfit. But grabbing the bow staff was just disrespectful.
I cannot even take a few minutes for meditation without those kids running off.
Oh yeah, they went off without permission.
Face the Shredder. I am sure that is what they have done.
Of course that's what they did. And the fire comes in clutch. Old TV logic. I do like how they've done this. It does feel like they're playing with the mutant turtle aspect in a way that makes them surviving things that shouldn't be survivable logical.
Find the turtles.
Look at Shredder aura farming. Aura farming that would have made Piccolo blush. I mean, you can't say that that's not what the man's doing. Dude walked straight through fire and then had his foot ninja land at his side. Like, that is straight up aura farming 101. Just walk straight past Raph because he's in the bin.
And if those foot goons don't finish me off, the stinkiest dumpster will.
You live in a sewer, mate. I don't think you can talk. It just looks like Batman up there. Which, fun fact, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles had a crossover with Batman. And Power Rangers.
Nothing. Keep searching.
They are ninja.
While you're doing that, I'll just brush my long flowing locks.
I'm sorry to whoever lives there, that's not fair. These foot ninja aren't very good at looking up, are they? Would be creepy if we hadn't have seen Master Splinter grab the remote to go up out of the sewer. I do like the fact that the Guardians came in to help Leo. It's like paying a mirror to how he almost joined up with the Shredder in the last episode. Now he's getting like a different ally. But the fact that they vanished makes it a little bit dubious with the other Turtles and Splinter. I do think that that is a really good way of like mirroring, but also making it less believable for them to Shredder in the previous episode. If you get what I'm saying, like, I feel like, because he almost joined up with the Foot Clan, and now he's finding them a different ally, which is actually more in line with what Splinter and the Turtles are after.
We're surrounded.
Yeah, but you got Master Splinter with you. I think you're fine.
Master Splinter, use the remote.
Oh, you guys do all the fighting and Master Splinter just sits there. Why aren't you giving the remote to Mikey, who would actually know how to use it, and you joining in the fray? That did seem to be a trope, didn't it, in the early 2000s? Boomers not understanding technology. Like, yeah, some people don't adapt to technology, and that's okay, but some people do, and I do think that it was played up a bit that people of all ages, like parents, just wouldn't understand modern technology. Like, that's just how it was always done. especially in kids' cartoons. And I do feel like that's what they were playing with Splinter, not being able to understand how to use the remote. Like, he was just fumbling the buttons, and it wouldn't have even been that hard for Donnie to just call out which button to press.
Master Splinter, you kick butt!
Who trained you guys, you idiots?
Master Splinter, you've been backseat driving the whole way.
Master Splinter being a backseat parent.
Now is the time.
I love the, like, zoom in on the eyes. It's so cool. The aura posing of the turtles. I believe, like, their skill is pretty good to say they learned in a sewer. Oh, Raph. How many times are we going to see the Shredder take out Mikey?
None of you will leave here alive.
I absolutely love that, like, every turtle had a go at, like, the Foot Clan, and the Shredder clearly mollywopped them. You, like, saw him mollywop every single turtle.
No man or freak can defeat me.
Okay, now it's Splinter's turn. Splinter kind of outclasses Shredder. Not just by combat skill, but, like, awareness of his surroundings. And obviously, the Shredder isn't dead from that. He was in full armor. It would have been like a miracle had that been the end of the Shredder. Final thoughts on this episode. So, I feel like it was definitely a Shredder Spotlight episode, but also a Splinter Spotlight episode. I'll get to the Splinter stuff in a minute. But to start off with the Shredder, he single-handedly handles every single turtle. We see him handle Mikey like 3 or 4 times. It seems like this show seems to think Mikey's the weaker link. Now, I don't know a lot about it, but I do know enough from the fandom that if you read The Last Ronin, Mikey isn't the weaker link. He's perceived that way because he's the party dude, but he's not. But then we do see the Shredder mollywop every single turtle. He outright disrespects Donnie with the grab of the bow staff, like earlier in the episode. And full on taking out every single turtle multiple times. Now, obviously Raph did get a kick in, so that shows Raph's skill. And Leo shows off his skills as well. Mainly in the last episode, I think, up against the Lieutenant and a member of the Purple Hand Gang. That's Horrid Henry. That's the Purple Dragons. Purple Hand Gang is Horrid Henry. Why did my brain do that? Sorry about that. Too much knowledge. Too much, as my family would say, useless knowledge. Sometimes the wires get crossed. I would say very useful for what I'm doing, but always wires crossed. Anyway, back to what I was actually saying. But the Shredder clearly shows off that he is a threat. Now for Splinter. Splinter doesn't just show that he is a combat master, but he shows he's a tactical master and an environment master. Because not only does Splinter show off that he can keep up and at least like match the Shredder, but he keeps his emotions in check despite the fact that he wants revenge for Hamato Yoshi. But he also cases the environment to find the best advantage. And that is how he defeats the Shredder. Now, obviously, it's not a full defeat. The Shredder was in full metallic armor. And I believe what we will learn later is actually a robot, because there's a Krang in his chest. So that's what the Guardians are setting up. And let's speak to the Guardians. When they show up, help out the Turtles, I feel like that was a really good segue into cementing their budding relationship. And that sword is awesome. If anyone knows any way you can get a prop like that, let me know, because I would want that. That's really cool. But I also like how it makes Leo kind of look stupid, because he's like, I'd like you to meet the secret ninja, and he's not there. So I do find that really fun. But yeah, I think Splinter got a really good highlight in these 2 episodes, and I think the Shredder got a really good highlight in these 2 episodes. And I think the rivalry between the Yoshi clan, which is basically the Turtles, and the Foot clan, which is obviously the Shredder, was highlighted really well through this this 2-parter. And I do feel like doing this as a 2-parter on the YouTube channel has been able to show what we would have felt back in 2000s, early 2000s, 2003, when we were watching this on TV. I would have been, around 4 years old watching this. And this is some of the stuff that I really, really loved growing up. Let me know in the comments down below who your favourite turtle is. When I watched this, it was Michelangelo, but as I've got older, my favourite turtle is actually Raphael. So let me know in the comments who your favourite turtle is. Let me know if you want us to do more Turtles content. I will be willing to come back and do the Shredder Strikes Back, which is obviously an homage to The Empire Strikes Back. Obviously a Star Wars reference. And you know how big we are on Star Wars here. Or let me know if you've got any other Saturday morning cartoons like the 90s Spider-Man, which we've done a video on, which will pop up at the end of this video. And the Shredder Strikes Back, which will also pop up for you to click on if you haven't already. But with that, I think we'll call this video to a close. And yeah, let me know if you want us to do any other Saturday morning cartoon. I'm down for that. And if you've liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for when we drop new content. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, and most of all, stay nerdy.